Rob, just kind of preseason's all wrapped up now. You've had some time out there. Just how do you feel in general about your comfort level and kind of just getting settled in here?
Uh, I mean, it's definitely a process for sure. I ain't all the way settled yet, but I feel like you gotta just tell yourself you're ready to go out there and play. So, really just learning everything, getting like wanting to meet the expectations of everybody on the team because they was already winning. So, really just trying to learn and play as best as I can. So I'm not messing no rotation or anything up for real.
How do you feel like, or what's the next thing you want to kind of accomplish and like kind of build on, I guess, going into this season here?
Really just knowing everything so I can like really just run the floor, knowing what plays to run when they're running certain type of defense when they're switching, and then really just the little things on defense, knowing the game plans against different teams, different players, and obviously shot making. Once shot making works, it hits, then everything will fall into place for sure.
Assist to turnover ratio has been really good. Like, how do you feel just about taking care of the ball and running things that way?
Yeah, I feel like defense and not turning the ball over is the main ways I'm gonna play. A lot of people, you miss shots, you gonna miss shots. So the shots ain't what really matters. So me missing shots isn't really gonna count into what I'm doing, everything. So really just not turning the ball over, getting assists, finding my teammates, putting them in the right spots, and playing defense as much as I can. That's what's gonna get me on the floor.
What is the balance, and how do you strike it of like trying to figure out when to be aggressive and when to get other guys going? Like when you can do the things you can do offensively, like kind of mixing the two together well.
Really, it just depends on the flow of the game, who you're in the game with, how they're playing, and just how the game's going for real. You can't really like decipher it based on like a certain time. You just gotta play based on how players are playing. If you open, then you gotta take the shot. But sometimes it do get hard knowing like you got a shot and another player's been hitting, so you're hesitant to take your shot, so you just hold it and then don't take a shot, then it messes you up. But it's definitely hard, but it's a process for sure.
How cool was it having that moment with Westbrook when he was getting out the game? He kind of like took you to the side, talked to you for a little bit. Just talk about that moment.
Yeah, that's crazy. Watched Westbrook since I was a little kid, literally. Since I was like maybe middle school for sure. So I done seen Westbrook my whole life, and it's crazy to just know that he know who I am for real. So yeah, it's crazy.
Rob, what is it? Somebody asked me a question. What have you seen about what it takes to be a point guard within this system? Like, what are the things that you're like, all right, I have this, and what are the things that I need to keep adding to be a point guard on this team?
I would say really, I feel like honestly I have everything. I just gotta keep going at it every day. Obviously I'm not gonna have everything perfectly, but I feel like overall I've been working and I just gotta put it all together. And the more experience I get, the more comfortable I'll get, and it'll get way easier for sure.
A lot of the players and the coaches have talked about like you really consuming the game and kind of being a sponge for what learning this. What does like studying look like for you?
I'd say really everything. Like not just like watching the basketball film. I watch all the film, but just like knowing people's mindsets, how they approach the game, how that can help me approach the game because like I'm not all the way there yet. So learning other people's perspective on how they approach the game, what their mindset is going into the game, how they look at it, and I feel like that helps you also because it helps you with confidence. It helps you not be negative and a lot of stuff for sure.
Your locker was next to Mike's, it's next to Mike's in here. What is the biggest piece of advice you take from him so far?
I'd say really just like not worrying about anything, honestly. Like no matter how, if you're not hitting shots, it's just you always get another chance. Mike been playing a long time, so anything you can listen to him is great knowledge. And I feel like if you worry about stuff quickly, I feel like in the long run it's always gonna bring you down because you're gonna have less confidence. You're not gonna play your game, and it's just gonna mess you up in the long run. So you just gotta take day by day, and win or loss is a lesson.
What part of your game have you felt like has transitioned over to the pro game a lot better?
Really just playmaking. I feel like really it's kind of hard to put one person on me, and I feel like I can get past one person to make a playmaker or something. So I feel like throughout any time of the game I can create for someone or create something for sure.
Lucas said he feels like anytime you guys run a pick and roll, you're going to score, the two of you. Like, what has it just been like, kind of getting to know his game offensively and working with him?
Oh yeah, Luka's crazy because like you watch Luka work every day and he come in and work the same and he might not get a super chance every game, but he always is ready. And it just showed like from the weight room to the gym to the everything. So like just watching him, it makes you want to play with him because if you're in the game, you know he been working. So even if he miss or make, you know he done took that shot 1,000 times or he done, and he never really get mad about anything. He just keep it with a grain of salt, keep going. So for sure.
Right, with your flow of the offense, right? When you start tonight, but when you come off the bench as someone who can score the ball, like what is that process like for you in finding the flow of the offense and finding your spot?
Really just playing the game, comes to you, honestly. I feel like on this level I haven't found all the way how to score yet or gotten all the way comfortable. So really I just start off playmaking now. But overall I feel like you just go into the game and play basketball. Whatever they give you, you take it, you get to the rim first, shoot pull-ups. If you open, shoot threes. And I feel like you just take whatever they give you for real.